I think it's important that you know what you're most interested in, or that you find something you enjoy doing so much that you actually find it possible to make a career out of it. So in my case, I majored in communications not because I knew what I was going to be after 5 years or where would I be after 5 years, but because it was something I was genuinely passionate about more than most things. And I haven't come to regret it so far yet.
I wasn't really sure what kind of career path I would choose in the future. But during high school, just like everybody else, I was also confused. So the first thing I did was choose something that works well for me. And yeah, I'm more of an artsy person, but I chose information technology, which is quite a bit far from my passion. But I chose it. I chose it because I was curious about it, and I didn't want to be stuck in one industry. I wanted to explore more, so I tried a different kind of course because I know that I could still do what I love to do in the future. That's why if you want to choose a career or a course in college, you don't have to be afraid of choosing something that you don't really know or you don't really love, because maybe in the long run you will love it.
Actually, what made me choose my career? It's some sort of a mixture of the good decisions and the bad decisions that I made after college. So it's not that I definitely knew what I wanted in college. I did not know that I will be a human resource recruiter and interview applicants. It's a matter of how I played out with my strengths and weaknesses along the way, and that's why I'm here right now in my current job.
There are numerous factors that inspired me to choose the practice of law. However, what really pushed me is my tribe. I am proud, born and bred Mandaya. Both my parents are from Caraga, Davao Oriental, and growing up, I saw them join in the struggle to fight for our ancestral domains. And I was just inspired. And I have inculcated in my heart, in my soul, that I want to help fight for rights, especially that of our people. So, since the age of 12, I have planned out everything. I have chosen my courses well so that I will be here today, this close to reaching that dream.
Hi, I'm Haldane Dave Osman and I work as a project manager for Ayala Land. So what I do is that I spearhead the sales and marketing of Ayala Land developments around the country. So I don't really think I chose the career. I think the career chose me because after around 3 months of downtime, I got a call. I got offered a job in real estate, and that's how it all started. And here I am now working for the biggest real estate developer in the country.
So I'm not here to talk about my success story because I know that I'm not yet there. But instead, I'm gonna share to you my little losses, my little failures throughout college. For one, I didn't graduate on time. I didn't get to walk or march with my batchmates. But I realized that failures don't define you as a person. Your misfortunes, those aren't you. How you manage it or how you find a solution to it, that one says so much about you. You know, if you fail the subject, go retake it. It doesn't make you any less of a person. If you think that you're struggling more than anybody else, as long as you learn from your mistakes, as long as you don't give up, you will get where you want to be in the future. It's only a matter of time. And it's only a matter of how much you want it, the perseverance, the hard work that you put into the things that you do to achieve your goals. Those little losses, once that you achieve your goal, those don't matter anymore.
I chose my course based on the number of people who took the same course. I only took accounting because I had a lot of friends there. I had an idea of who I want to be, which is to be a painter. I love painting. I love art. But as to how I would make that into something that would sustain myself and my family, I had no clue. So I opted for the safest option.
Actually, the result of my career assessment test before showed that I should be taking medical courses, but gladly I didn't. Personally, I prefer something that involves numbers and computations, so I was thinking I should take engineering. But my sister, who is a graduate of BS in Commerce, suggested that I should take accountancy, and so I did. Then that's the beginning of the life-changing chapter of my journey.
So, when I was in college, my first course wasn't my choice. It was my parents' choice. So I took accountancy against my will, and I tried to love it, but I didn't. So things didn't work out. So the next school year, I pursued my passion. I shifted to another course, mass communication, and I was happy I was able to apply my skills and excel.
It was a funny story actually. I went to the school my father wanted me to study. I asked a committee person what's the specialty course of the university and then told me that it's accountancy. So that's basically it. I actually didn't know that I could be a certified public accountant after passing a board exam, not until I was on my second year. But I had this thing way back before that accountants are pretty much good with math. And being a math wizard, or shall I say a math witch, during high school, I think it was one of the factors that urged me to embark the journey. So if I sum it all up, it's basically knowing your stuff, knowing yourself, where you're good at, what you're good at, and with a little sense of adventure, I'm pretty much sure you're at a good start. And always know that this is the first step of the life you live. For me, I considered it as one of the major decisions in my life.
I think it has something to do with the situation my family was in at that time. During the time I was in high school, I slowly understood the lows and struggles we're experiencing. So I asked myself, what career would I choose that I can easily land a decent job with good money that is still not too far away with what I am passionate about. So I think this was it.